Hey guys, Kyle Amber here. Just got back from seeing Black Mass, so let's talk about it. Black Mask is the next film starring Johnny Depp, Joel Edgerton, Benedict Cumberbatch, Kevin Bacon even, because he always just kind of happens to show up in movies. Brought to you by the guy who made Out of the Furnace and Crazy Heart. Scott Cooper is the director's name. Now what the film is about one of the most notorious gangsters of all time, Whitey Bulger. He was an FBI informant that was able to get away with all of his crimes because he was hiding behind that FBI informant card. Now the big thing that everyone has been talking about in this film is Johnny Depp. I mean, look at the dude in this poster. He doesn't look like himself. But is his performance all the makeup, or is it actually really, really good? Yes, his performance is amazing in this film, guys. Absolutely astonishing performance. I personally was blown away. I have been saying he has been in this kind of slump of acting lately. This movie is going, I'm telling you, to reinvigorate his career. It is an amazing performance. Johnny Depp is never seen on screen. I swear they just brought Bulger onto the set and put the camera in front of him and shot the movie. His performance is incredible, guys. His eyes are fierce. His mannerisms are completely different. The way he just completely holds himself in the movie is different. It's an unbelievable performance. One of the best scenes in the movie is, I could tell, happened organically. And it's just in a hospital sequence. It doesn't even involve gangster stuff. It's a very just good moment, and it's a very, 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 very well acted scene by Johnny Depp. Probably my favorite Johnny Depp performance, and my favorite performance of the year, hands down. Easily my favorite performance of the year. Easily. Now, not just because Johnny Depp was good doesn't mean the rest of the cast is going to be good. Luckily for us, the cast is very good, and the acting is also very good, just across the board. It is a good, very well acted film. I will admit Johnny Depp steals the show, but the rest of the cast do hold their own, and they're very good performances. Now the tone and the pace of the film are good. The tone is slower. The movie clocks in around 2 hours, but it's a slower paced film, and it works for the story. It gets all of its messages out, it gets all of its themes out, and lets you really to know these characters, which is really, really nice and refreshing. The tone of the film is a very dark tone. It is a gangster film through about a psychopath. It is a very dark film. Lots of violence, dark talk, dark imagery, and very just dark characters. No one's a real good person in this entire film. There isn't a real hope or light beacon in this movie. They're just all really not good people. There are a few good people, but you don't see enough of them. It's mostly dark characters. It's just an overall dark film, so if you're afraid of that, if you're not going to be interested in that, then don't go see the film. The direction of the film matches the tone perfectly. Cooper was able to show these dark moments very, very well by not necessarily focusing on the violence of them, not like over-top gore or something like that, but by focusing on the characters and how the violence affects them personally. There's a scene in particular, like he uses a good push to show the violence and how it affects the character and how it completely changes his perception of Whitey. It is a very, very well done sequence. Like I said, the direction is very good. It's not perfect, though. I think the problem with this film was the movie didn't know who it was going to be about. The trailers lead you to believe it's all going to be about Whitey, and it is. It's really, really his movie. Just because he steals the show. But a true thing, it's about 50-50 Joel Edgerton, too. Like, it's a really split film. Like, the last half of the film, you don't really know who the main character is. You don't know who you should be rooting for because there's no one really that good. And it's just kind of a muddled film. Like, it's not a bad film. Everything is very well done. Like I said, the direction was very well done. The acting is phenomenal. The writing itself is good, as in, like, the script, like, the dialogue is very well done. but this plot is kind of just very wish-washy and muddled and kind of unfocused. It needed to be a little bit tighter in that area, and I think the film would have been a lot better. And I think the way to fix that would be to have it be more focused on Whitey's character, because he's the much more interesting character. Not because Edgerton's character is bad, it's just he's kind of bland. We've seen this character before. Overall, I'd give this film a 3 out of 4 ticket stubs. It is a very solid recommendation for me. I would pay the price of the ticket just to see this Johnny Depp performance. It's a really, really well done performance. Like I said, it's worth the price of admission alone. Now, for ultimate recommendations, I would recommend the movie Departed. It's a very similar film with its story and way it's doing the whole government and gangster working together or working against each other and each having the spies and all that good stuff. I think it'd be very, very well matched tonally to this film. And the other film I would recommend is probably Public Enemies, the other gangster film by Johnny Depp, but this one's a little more action focused, which I kind of wish Black Mass kind of had at some points. Now, that's all from me. There's the review. But I do have one question for you guys. What is your guys' favorite Johnny Depp character? Mine is going to be Jack Sparrow, maybe Edward Scissorhands, probably catch me on the right mood. But those are definitely my two top two, easily. So if you like this review, guys, you can always hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button if you also enjoyed it. And just comment about that Johnny Depp character, and I'll catch you guys later. My next film I'm probably going to review is going to be Sicario, so keep in tune for that. Bye.